Is there a higher risk for men or women entering a relationship or marriage nowadays?
Honestly and truly speaking, I might be biased when I'm saying this. I'm just being real because I'm a real person. But I genuinely feel like it's the woman
Why do you think it's women?
because they have children. They could have children with this man. Now it becomes something that is not just affecting the woman, but it's also affecting the child. And most times that child stuck with the woman. So I think it's more so for the woman. Not to say not for men too, because men want to make their money. Men feel like women sometimes, and there are some women who just take the money. But for women, I feel like they lose help, they lose assistance, they could be put into responsibilities that two people were supposed to do together. Now it's just one. So I definitely feel like it's more so the woman. And then the emotional trauma that come with it. Not to say men don't have those too, because men have emotions too. But imagine doing that with a child.
Do you think it's women because the possibility of getting pregnant?
Not just the possibility of getting pregnant, but women having the baby, not even just having the baby, the emotional things that go with it too.
But isn't having the baby your choice?
Having a baby is a choice, but an abortion is also a choice that you would have to go through. So if you lay down on that table and you have to bleed for however long, a month, 2 months,
Either way is life altering.
it's life altering. You got to call off of work. You got to do whatever you got to do. Like,
But I would say that if you chose to have a baby, I would hope that you would chose to have a baby with a man who can protect you and provide you and care for that baby that you would want. Why would you have a baby with someone that you didn't really think can provide those things?
yeah, I feel like that's the woman because at that time, that woman, and sometimes these men make it seem and portray as though it's going to be a forever thing, it's going to be this, it's going to be that. But then when things really hit the fan, let's say sexual needs aren't being met, or I don't know, one day you just wake up bipolar and you're like, you know what, I don't want to do this no more. It could be anything. It could be maybe the woman is not doing what you're supposed to do, but maybe you didn't communicate, maybe you did, maybe things aren't being heard. It could be a whole bunch of things. And now there's a child involved because you guys thought you were going one way, but you didn't. The woman might have thought, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do this, but what if he decides he don't want to do it no more? Then what?
It's fun. It's funny you say women, and that's your reasoning because in most cases, even if they do separate, the women keeps the child in most cases. Sometimes it's half, but it's overwhelmingly the mother gets full custody of the child for the most part, and the man has to pay child support. You're not really losing that much if the man is still entitled to pay you and take care of that child, and you don't even have to be with him.
It's not the same as actually doing the work as opposed to just, I'd rather just throw money at something than actually take care of the child. You're saying that they have to pay money, so you're not really taking a hit, but paying money is nothing compared to like putting that money towards the child, taking care of the child.
Perfect.
Making sure that the child is good, sending the child to school, stay on their ass, making sure they're doing their homework, making sure they're not getting knocked up.
He could still be in the child's life, and he's still required to pay child support.
True.
For sure. But then if he's paying child support, that means he's a part-time dad. He's not a full-time dad. So that means just after school we see the child, or on the weekends we see the child. That's not full-time. We wake up in the morning, gotta cook breakfast, gotta make lunch, and cook dinner when we come home, and do all the things for the child that we would do for our husband or the person that whomever we had the child with. We still have to come and cook and clean and wake up early before them to wake them up. We do the full job with no titles. So if he does do the after school pickup or just the weekends kind of thing, like, you still not full time every single day when this child wakes up, when this child goes to bed. Some of them would rather be on child support because they don't want to be in a committed relationship, and they rather have multiple moms and all of this drama around them rather than having one person and building a foundation and building a home because you didn't want to put the work in. Oh, I'm doing, like, you're not putting the work in when you're not really working on yourself. I don't care if you're going to the gym, because the most arrogant, egotistical fool is at the gym. He in the fucking mirror kissing his muscles. You see what I'm saying?